Hello and welcome to PocketGamer.biz's The In-App Inspector with me, Jon Jordan. The game we're looking at today is Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Rebellion. So, as the title suggests, this is a game made in the Assassin's Creed universe. It is a free-to-play mobile game, and it kind of is a mixture of kind of base building and RPG. So let's quickly go through kind of what we can see here. So this game's actually been in soft launch for quite a while. It's gone through various different kind of transfigurations, but the basic gameplay and metagame has stayed the same. You can see here I'm kind of fairly advanced. I'm level 13. I've been playing it for a few months. So what you see here is kind of someone who's midway through the game. We can see here the basic setup is this base, and this is kind of where you create rooms that have different functionality. So you can see in this first building here, I've filled up all the rooms. So the rooms do things like this one here, gets me the soft currency, and I have to kind of set one of my kind of characters in to do that. This one here gives me intel. Intel is the energy system in the game. So I haven't actually got anyone assigned to this one. So you can see there's two people I could assign there to make it generate faster. But you can see at the top of the screen, if you look, I've got 160 energy. So I've not really found energy is a big gate for this game. This one up here, where I've got some collect up some resources. And then let's just move over to the other side. Finish off the tasks that have been going. So I've been training some of the characters, the heroes as the game calls them. So Isabel has gone from level 12 to level 13, and who we got here? Hamid has gone from level 12 to level 13, and that's because my player level went from 12 to 13, and it's actually going to go to 14 quite soon. Obviously, as tends to happen in these games, your characters can only be the same level as you are. So every time you level up, you can level up your characters. Final one up here is I've got some research, some training codex. That's what you use to. That's the resource you use to level up those players. So there we go. So we can kind of see here. There's a few buildings here, or spaces. Sorry, that buildings could go. So I could build a room. Various things I could do. I can't at the moment because I don't have the sufficient level. So there's living in quarters. I can extend that when I get to level 20. There's an apothecary, again level 20. A storage room, again level 26. And all these ones I've built the maximum of. Weaponsmith, library, workshop. We can go and have a look at those later on. So that's kind of the basis for the kind of how you manipulate the your heroes. Let's go and have a look at the heroes. So they're down here. As I say, the game has two very discrete elements. So there's the kind of base building, which is it's not base building in like a Clash of Clans type thing, but the base building kind of meta stuff is very much built into the meta leveling of these heroes. So you can see I've got 12 of 46 unlocked. So here are all the ones I haven't unlocked. As we, I guess, kind of expect in a free-to-play mobile game with RPG elements. This is to unlock these is very much based on collecting shards, or as this game calls them, DNA. So we can see here I have Flora de la Cruz. She's a pretty cool character. She's an epic shadow stealth character. Obviously, a lot of the game is built around stealth, it being Assassin's Creed. If I want to find the DNA to unlock her, go here, find DNA. So very similar to what we would see in terms of a gacha loot box system. I get some free rewards. There's free rewards that every 4 hours you get free rewards. There's free rewards that you kind of get as you kind of play through the game. And then you have ones that you have to pay a hard currency for, which are obviously the kind of the better ones if you want to get the high level stuff. So nothing new there from a gacha point of view. Let's just take our free cube that we get every 4 hours. So just encourage us to log in every 4 hours. Get some soft currency, get some hard currency, and get a small codex. So nothing particularly exciting there. I mean, it's the free one we get every 4 hours. No surprise here. This DNA cube, I'm going to get some DNA fragments. We can see here possibly what I'm going to get. So it's all the way from typical legendary, epic, rare, common. So let's see what we got. Is it any use to us? Oh, I've got a new recruit. He's a common one. Alonso. A common one. Another new recruit. Who we got this time? Andrea Cortez. Again, common. And we got some shards for Luciano, who's epic. So I need 20 shards. I only got 5 for him. So there we go. We see how that one works. Again, I don't think it's anything we haven't seen before. In terms of monetization, the one interesting thing here is if you have games that are built around superheroes or Star Wars, you have these kind of epic characters that you want to unlock. Like you want to unlock, I don't know, Darth Vader, or you want to unlock Deadpool or Wolverine or something like that in the Marvel games. In this kind of game, it's less kind of clear because a lot of these are, like Aguilia, is in the Assassin's Creed game, but a lot of these are kind of generic filler characters. So it's not like you really want to. I mean, Enzo, I suppose, is kind of well known. You might want to, but you don't really care in the same way that you might want a Darth Vader or a certain kind of Luke Skywalker character in a Star Wars game. So there's, I think, in terms of the monetization to unlock, which is a really key thing for these free-to-play mobile games, there's just less dynamic here because they're interesting characters. They're really good, have really good features in the game, but they just don't have that same kind of obvious appeal. Obviously, the other thing in terms of once you've unlocked a character, then you can level them up. So you can see here again, you're looking for DNA. So I guess here, Matteo, I have 22. Does it show it here? Let's go back. So I have 22 of the 25 I need to get him an extra star. So there's a typical kind of star system and a level system, which kind of works slightly differently. Whereas Aguilia, I've only got 7 and I need 50 now because he's 2 stars already. So there's that typical thing. So I might not really care particularly about unlocking certain characters, but once I've got a character who I've geared up in a particular way and who has attributes I like, I might really care about. Right, I want to get more DNA for him, so I might want to, in this case, go to this mission and that's going to give me a guaranteed drop chance to get his shards. So that's kind of how the monetization works from that point of view. Other things to do, actually go into heroes again. So let's have the other kind of leveling up stuff you do is you have a gearing system. So it's kind of pretty straightforward. So here there's a sword and armor and an accessory. You can go through the different kind of characters. So Hamid here just has 1 star for all his gear. Isabel has a 2-star stiletto and a 2-star robe, fine stiletto, fine robe, so that kind of levels her up in another way. In order to get those, we're going back into the crafting system here. So I'll go here to the weaponsmith, craft a weapon. So if I wanted, say, the fine stiletto that we just saw there, I need I need to make a stiletto first as a kind of base item, and I also can't do it because I need 40 iron. I've only got 35 iron, so I have to go and find some iron ore. Again, missions, or I can buy a crafting pack. So we can kind of get an idea. It's not doing anything we haven't seen in games before, I don't think. But it is what's interesting, it is quite layered. And it does take quite a lot of time, actually, I found, to work out how the game system works. So it's a little bit confusing to begin with, just because of the way kind of stuff is layered on. So let's look at the shop, I guess. Obviously, that's kind of our monetization, the hard end of monetization, how it works. So we are here, offers. So we can see here, this is a very typical hard currency kind of shop thing. So I've got 942 of these hard currency units. I haven't bought any with real money. So this is the stuff I've earned, and we can kind of see here. I'll spend some in a minute. We can see here the kind of stuff we can get. We can look at. Oh, sorry, that was encrypted cubes. There's offers. So this is in pounds, playing in the UK App Store at the moment, so we can see here. So this is kind of interesting, actually, that is not massively different from what we've seen before, but we have these kind of subscription models. So a DNA cube daily pack, so we get 5 instances plus 1 every day for 30 days. So, okay, I'm spending whatever that's going to be, like 40, is it going to be $50 maybe? For 35 DNA cubes in total, but I'm getting them every day. Helix Daily Pack, 100 instances plus 30 every day for 30 days again. So you're kind of seeing this kind of more subscription model. And then there is this premium access monthly subscription model, which obviously kind of Apple and Google incentivized for developers by giving them 85% of the cut rather than 70%. So we can see here the benefits are these basically increased rewards, 20%, auto renews. The problem with this kind of stuff is it's kind of difficult, I think, for players to know exactly what they're getting. A 20% increased daily login rewards is quite abstract, I feel, and you know it's not super expensive. So £8.49. What's that going to be in dollars? Probably $10, I suppose. Maybe a bit more, $13. But I think that's hard for people, and certainly unless they've started playing the game. And I think in general people are unsure to have monthly subscriptions unless they're really into a game. So a bit more direct kind of monetization here. So I can see here, I can, if I wanted Magdalena, sorry, I could buy, how am I going to get 5 shards for 75 of my hard currency, but that's not going to help me because I need 30 in order to level her up. Bartolome, I can get also 5 fragments for hard currency, but that's not going to help me either. There's these rift tokens. So rift tokens are a new thing. So rift tokens are these events. So it's kind of like tickets, really. Obviously, you can buy intel, which is the intelligence stuff, the energy system, medicine, so characters can heal themselves, and then these training codexes, these resources, which I've already bought. These actually are bought with the soft currency. Here's a typical, more resource thing, isn't it? So these are the codexes, the coins, the wood, and the stones, which are kind of other resources you need. These wood and the stone are resources for doing the buildings, so that's a kind of separate kind of scenario. So you can see it is quite complex. There's quite a lot of resources, and quite a lot, and a ticket system as well. But when you kind of unpick it all, it kind of works in kind of the way you'd expect. So what could I do? So I could do this. These actually, there's one of these DNA tokens. Let's try that again. So I'll just spend 200 of my hard currency to get this unlock. It's kind of actually the same unlock I had just through progression. So you're just kind of speeding stuff up. You're spending that hard currency. You can see I opened it, but I didn't get anyone to recruit, so it still didn't really help me very much. So there we go. So in terms of kind of monetization, the game doesn't really push anything at all. It's actually pretty lightweight in terms of how the monetization works. I mean, that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I think maybe it'd be interesting to see how well the game does monetize. Obviously, I think people will download it because it's Assassin's Creed. I think it's a nice game, if a bit complex. But I can't see it monetizing particularly highly, partly because of the game type and its appeal, and partly because the monetization I don't think is very aggressively spun up into the game. Which can be a bad thing, obviously, because you want games at least to make money. How does the game actually work? Well, let's go in and do a mission. So let's just do some easy ones, level 1 here. Actually, let's go in here. I'm in there. So we can see here. Let's do this one because I haven't restarted for some reason. So this is I choose my setup of characters. I'll go and edit my team if I want to. Actually, this one it's recommending that I use certain types of certain types of characters. So you can see here, these are like a different types, like the assassin type, and the different types anyway. I can't remember exactly what they're all called. Hamid is really good at disarming traps. So that's what that one means. So here we go. It's going to cost us some energy to do that. So mission objective, do that. So what you can do is you can play it through. I'm not going to do that, and it's not how I've been playing the game. This came in fairly late in terms of updates, but you can autoplay. So I'm auto-playing at 3 times the speed. We can kind of see what goes on here. It's kind of, if you want to play it manually, it's turn-based. Basically, you're turn-based either using special moves, which obviously then have a cooldown period, or you're just using kind of the basic attack move that the character has. So we can see he lost the initiative, so it's very much about stealth and kind of creeping up on people. He's just disarmed that trap because that's what Hamid does. He managed to get through that trap. He's disarmed that one. He's unlocked that box. He's also good at unlocking boxes because that's his skill. So my guys are quite leveled up. It's making this kind of look easy because this is quite an easy level. I quite like just watching the game actually. So I kind of find it quite enjoyable just to watch them doing their stuff. So they did that quite successfully. So that's what the gameplay, as much as it is, looks like. I say you can go in and do it manually if you want to, like you can with most free-to-play mobile games now. But I don't really see much reason to do that. I let the AI take the strain. And also, if you want to go even faster, if you have 3-starred a mission already, you can just do a rush. So a rush is I guess from what we see in most free-to-play mobile games, is a rush is just basically you don't even see anything graphically. You just get the resources out of it, but you use up energy, and you use up, in this case, you use up the character's health. So if we now go in, I'm just going to show us on here. Actually, he didn't use up. Well, he used up a bit of his health, and you can see his health will be full in 31 seconds. So that one didn't use up much health. Let's have a look. Isabel will be full in 14 minutes. So yeah, so there we go. That is Assassin's Creed Rebellion. Say, I enjoy it. I do wonder how easily people will pick it up, but I think it is interesting enough in terms of a game. Combined with the license, I think it makes for a quite satisfying free-to-play mobile game. But monetization is not really doing anything very, very different to what we've seen before, and is fairly lightweight. So that is the conclusion. I guess from that point of view, we'd kind of have it recommended for the player. There's no hard sell. There's no kind of big time gating particularly. You can pretty much do everything you want to do, and then come back in 4 hours' time and do it all over again. Satisfying from that point of view. Whether Ubisoft will make enough money from it to call the game a success, well, that's another thing, and partly, I suppose, depends on how many people play it. But anyway, thanks for watching. So the in-app inspector is a regular feature from pocketgamer.biz, where we look at a new free-to-play mobile game and look at how it monetizes and retains and engages players. So if that's your kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe. But thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.